what glitters does is not necessarily gold. What we're looking at shiny and beautiful and made it, they had to go through a lot. Why do we have Illuminati? Are they hearing me? Why do we have secret societies? Why? Because people want shortcuts.
Yes, they
How
want
do you get to the top of that mountain, to the top of your game, to the apical of your game, to to that.
The apex. See, if it's not a struggle, then is it worth it? Because, like I said, anything worth having, there's going to be struggle. There's going to be pain.
Every elevation comes with its challenges, but you have to be prepared for that.
Yes, you got to be prepared.
That's why we should not do shortcuts, because the shortcuts they prevent us from learning. Let's chill. Hello, hola, bonjour. Sanibonani.
Namaste. What up, Chaplain Chillers? Yes, it's your boy, Coach LJ, and I'm with my better half, my best friend, my business partner, my awesomeness, the one and only Lady Caesar. She is in the building. Yes, you know we bring that fire each and every week. You know what I'm saying? Yes. So are you ready for another empowerment and transformative episode of Chilling With The Chaplins, where we are elevating lives, empowering businesses, uniting coaches, and fueling success. Yes.
So today,
too many things in my head.
I know. So today we are actually diving into gracefully climbing.
Yes.
Navigating success and integrity and vision. No, navigating success with integrity and vision. Underline integrity. How do you get to the top of that mountain, to the top of your game, to the apical of your game, to to that
the apex
of your game, but with no smelling armpits.
None.
Because, oh wow, the things we're hearing nowadays.
Yes. Ooh.
We look at people and we envy them, thinking they did it on their own without selling their souls, without sacrificing certain things. I love Cat Williams. This is just like a reference back to his interview with
Club Shay
with the Shay guy. How he was talking about these people, which of course I wasn't so happy about. But the point is, he made so many good points in a sense that he showed that what glitters does is not necessarily gold. What we're looking at shiny and beautiful and made it, they had to go through a lot. The most allegedly, don't forget the allegedly. We don't want no lawsuits. Most of them had to go through so much in order to be initiated. That's the right word, because you have to be initiated to belong to that elite club.
That clique.
To belong to that clique. To belong to the millionaire club. To belong to the film
billionaire
club.
All these different clubs. All these different clubs.
This episode, we really want to talk a lot about that, because we've seen a lot lately in social media. We're gonna touch on the Diddy. Don't worry about it. we're gonna touch on all of them, okay? And see how even people like Will Smith have now realized that it was not all worth it. You get all this wealth, but at the end you end up being an empty person. So I'm excited about the episode.
Yeah, I'm excited
because we're gonna learn so much with the chillers and how we just can actually admire people. It's okay,
but don't put them on the pedestal.
That's number one. Number two, don't be wishing for their lives, because you don't know how many. Listen, let me not. Okay, this is family friendly.
Yes,
I'll try and keep it clean. Okay, but in a world where shortcuts and sacrifices often overshadow the path to achievement, the question is, have you ever? I like these questions, right? Have you ever wondered if it's truly possible to reach the peak of success without losing sight of who you are?
I like.
Because many people have lost sight of who they are. They lose sight of who they are as they are climbing this pedestal or not pedestal, these stairs or this elevator of success. They start sacrificing certain things. They start manipulating people. They start doing things that if you look back, you regret.
Yes.
So let's talk about that.
Let's talk about it. Let's go.
So the question is, are you ready to explore how you can achieve your dreams while staying true to yourself? Because that's so important.
Yes.
And maintaining your integrity. Because, listen, the truth of the matter is the internet does not forget.
No. It haven't lost the case.
Listen.
It haven't lost the case.
Not one.
Not one.
And
when you think you hide it and you put up things, somebody always sneak.
It's in the cloud.
No, not just that. Somebody sometimes always grab it. It can be up for 10 seconds.
Because it's in the cloud as well.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be for 1 second.
Somebody seen it, somebody screen grabbed it and like, oh, you think you got away with it. You never know, because sometimes you can put something up there
and regret it a second later.
And then delete it, and then
it's gone already.
And it's gone because a lot of times somebody's seen it, somebody could have seen it before you delete it.
Oh, this is juice. This is juice. Because everybody wants to now trend because of other people as well.
Yes.
So people will be looking at all that negative stuff to get themselves trending because they're the first one to post. And guess what? If it gets reposted on their account,
new media,
then it means right. Then it means they trending, right? So we have to be really careful as we work towards becoming successful in any area of our lives, that we do it with a clean slate. Because, like we said, the internet does not forget, but not just the internet, our fans and followers.
Yes, supporters.
They can turn on you like that. Just, who are we if Jesus' disciples turned on him? Who are we?
Who are we?
Who are you? You know, people can turn on you before you even blink.
Yes.
So you cannot say.
And that's why you gotta be careful too, because there's always a Judas.
Right.
There's always a Judas.
Right.
You got
in your inner circle.
In your inner circle, there's always a Judas.
Because the truth of the matter is, with the Diddy issue, I know I'm being premature right now with this, is that there was a Judas, probably somebody who's hating his success. You know, who was always saying, I'm gonna get you one day. Maybe somebody who Diddy did bad, and now
he did a lot of people bad too,
right?
In the industry,
and maybe now it's payback time.
Yeah, of course.
You know, so we don't know. A good example is who's this? The last album hit that he did, the man that died. Remember?
Life After Death.
Yeah. What was his name again?
Biggie Smalls.
Biggie. You know that Biggie's
Notorious B.I.G. rather.
Right.
Okay.
You know that Biggie's album, the last album was
Life After Death.
Life After Death was released in March.
Yeah, a couple months after he passed away.
But it was within
around the time he passed away. Yes.
But listen to what.
Okay, I'm sorry.
But
go ahead.
it was within this time.
Yes. It was within this time.
March.
It was his anniversary of him getting raided.
Right.
Yes.
Before I even said it.
Coincidence.
How much of a coincidence is that?
Yeah. The anniversary of his album release. Life After Death. Yeah.
Like, if they say that was my response, is like, I'm responding. Because I'm dumbfounded. When I heard this, I was like,
yeah.
When they say the dead can speak for themselves. Because apparently, allegedly, Diddy owed Biggie's family big time. He stole from them. You know, he didn't give them what was due to them.
It's possible.
So it's possible that Diddy is fighting back, if there's such a term, from the grave. That how
you mean Biggie?
Biggie, because what a coincidence! Somebody planned this. SHIT.
You never know.
You know, how can the anniversary of the video being released,
the album
being released, be the anniversary where Diddy is being
in
raided?
trouble.
Oh, Child, let's unfold this journey together. Let's get into it because it's getting
juicy.
hot
It's
in
juicy.
here.
It's getting hot in here.
And then we're not going to get any singing, right? Right? No promises of no singing.
Yeah, no problem.
So that is really a double-edged sword, right? Because
Be careful what you ask for.
oh, child, one
careful.
minute they people are rejoicing, the next minute people are. We just came from Easter.
Yes.
And
Resurrection.
Jesus, right? And Jesus is a great example. One minute they were celebrating him coming into, you know,
Hosanna, Hosanna.
Right, coming
Blessed is the name of the Lord.
exactly. And those same people, we say in isiZulu, "Babe mkhaphela,"
Okay.
which means
I love when you speak Zulu. You need to do more of that. You need to do more of that on
But
episodes.
the thing is, they don't know how to translate
I know,
it.
we're going to have to translate it.
Which means they were cursing at him. The same people who were praising him turned around and cursed at him and wanted him dead.
Yes.
You know? So, like we were saying in the intro, that we should really be aware of the people that we have around us.
Yes.
And what we do or say in front of people. Because those same people can turn on you. Right? But it's important also to understand the power and the pitfalls of being under constant
surveillance.
and scrutiny.
And scrutiny,
Because it's funny.
especially in today's digital age.
Things can go viral in a second.
Yeah.
I mean, the world sees you're behind or your mishap before you even see it yourself, right? And we've seen many people get their downfall through social media. But my point of me starting off with this is that, you know, it's beautiful to celebrate our celebrities and our influencers and all that. But at the same time, let us not be too envious.
Yes.
Or even just to be envious of the life they live in, because they no longer live normal lives. Because the mistakes they make, we make too.
Yes.
But theirs get
It's scrutinized even
and
more.
Right, and they put them under a microscope, and they could make something small to be massive, you know, and sometimes we're the first people to judge them and say, oh, but why? Listen, the chances are you could have done the same thing, or you have done.
You have done the same thing,
but just because
but nobody see it because you're not famous.
Somebody's seen it, but because you're not famous, it's not. It's who cares?
It's water under the bridge,
right? So. I think as we delve into this episode, I want us to be really mindful of that we are not throwing stones at people, because most of the things that people do are some of the mistakes that we have done as well,
and
or
we
our
do
family
too.
or friends have done, you know. But because we're not famous and we're not under scrutiny, nobody really, you know, does the they don't embarrass us, if I could put it that way. But when you're famous,
it's hard.
You know, you can't even go to the bathroom by yourself. Some of these people, you know, you have no private life whatsoever, and that's why you rightfully said, be careful of what you ask for.
Yes.
In fact, if I could plug this in, there was I think 1.3 billion winner, one ticket in New Jersey just last week or end of March.
Lottery ticket. Okay.
One winner.
One winner. One winner?
Yep, $1 billion something.
Mm.
And I'm sure this person was praying for to win the lottery. That's why they played it. But I'm not sure if they're ready for $1 billion.
I don't know.
The problems that come with the $1 billion.
Yes, there's a lot of problems. But you don't know nothing about him. He probably kept secret.
And I just found out that New Jersey, they just signed a thing. You can't be anonymous.
You can't be. You can be.
You can be.
You can't be anonymous.
So, child, I'm gonna play my lottery now.
You can be anonymous.
You can be anonymous.
So that's why you don't hear nothing about him, because I'm gonna be anonymous.
So he can be anonymous. He can come as a corporate. He can come as. It can come through attorneys.
So they never find out who it is, and so
he doesn't have to.
Or he can know he could just bounce, leave New Jersey, never see him no more. Like, what happened to such and such? Or he stay in New Jersey, but you don't know he got it.
So if you see me missing, just know that it might be me. Okay, let's continue. I don't know how that came about.
I don't know how that came about neither.
So how can we, as chaplain tuners, thrive under relentless gaze of social media and AI? Because we don't have, social media is not our only enemy now.
Yes, you're right.
Artificial intelligence now.
Yeah.
So, I was looking, like many families here in the United States, they have Alexas. And I'm thinking, do they even know that Alexis is recording?
Yes, it is
Every
recorded.
move.
Every move, every word. Yeah.
Every word. It's like with our iPhones.
iPhone,
These things are
series.
recording
Yeah,
us.
it's recording
You'll be
us.
talking and Siri will be like, what you say? I'm like, I'll reach out to you. Siri.
Yeah, yeah. It record our conversations.
Every
Definitely.
conversation. So we are really living under Big Brother now. We are living under surveillance and scrutiny.
Yes.
And we're going to make a very good example of somebody who's actually living that like 9-9, like for real, for real.
9-9?
Yeah, for real, for real.
For real, for real?
9-9.
9-9.
9-9 means for real, for real.
Okay. We just learned a Zulu slang.
Right. And so how do we balance now the spotlight, with and the scrutiny? How even not just the celebrities, but us as just lame people, because you could, like we always say, get a 2 minutes or 3 minutes shine.
Yes.
So
because you never know, because we are influenced now. We have a podcast. You never know who's watching. So how can we balance that? That's surveillance, because we got to be careful, because you never know who's watching, and you got to be careful how you speak and how you say things. So yeah,
because there's a lot of watchful eyes out there.
Yeah,
and you can just never be sure of what's what. So let's look at the spotlight's double-edged sword, like being in the spotlight. Some days are smooth, like that's why we say double-edged sword, and some days are rough.
Yeah.
And many people are making a living out of the rough side.
Yeah.
Excuse me, out of the rough side of people.
You got your paparazzis out there.
Look at how Princess Diana died.
Yes.
It was through that paparazzi. And that's why I constantly applaud Prince Harry for just pulling his family out of that mess. Because his wife was second in line with Diana. She could have just received the same destiny as Diana, because they were after and still after that woman. So just pulling his wife out of that mess, British mess, I feel like he did the right thing, because he's seen how his mother had to go through all that. But the question is, how do we balance this? How once you've gotten to be famous, or you get a video that go viral, or even you're still trying to
climb the ladder,
and become somebody, and it finally happens. How do we overcome the pitfalls that come with being under constant scrutiny?
Well, one pitfalls, if you do anything that's negative or whatever, be quick to apologize with a heartfelt apology. And sometimes you got to learn how to be quiet for a minute. Get out the way. Sometimes you can't say
be
nothing.
under surveillance.
Yes, be under.
Let me ask you about the apology. Do you really believe these? Because it's PR.
Yeah, some of it's PR. Yes. But that's what I said, heartfelt.
Because sometimes these things happen like years ago, and you didn't see anything wrong. Now that it blows up, because anything can be pulled out.
Yes.
Okay, anything. Now you're like, I sincerely apologize. I understand that my actions, blah, whatever.
Blah, 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 blah.
It's PR.
It's PR,
try to clean up your name, but when you did it, you did it.
So I think a lot of times you probably have to sit back and reflect. And stay under the radar for a minute. Don't let everything blow over.
But then again, if you don't apologize, people are going to say, "Oh, you're not."
Yeah, and then you come. You probably don't apologize. You probably have to use your platform to educate. Use your platform as a bulletin.
How do you educate when we're still hanging over what you said and you didn't give us an apology? We don't forget. We want that apology, even though it's not going to be sincere. And even if you put it, we're going to say, but it wasn't sincere enough.
You have to reflect. You maybe have to wait a minute, let it die down. Sometimes apologies, just gotta let it die down.
No, but sometimes PR forces you to do it immediately.
Sometimes,
because if you don't apologize, then you could.
You gotta remember, you don't have to. PR might say do it immediately, but I said no.
But the thing is, if you don't, then it could be a bigger backlash. Because at least if you apologize, you appear as empathetic, like you appear as as apologetic of what has been discovered.
This is right. This is the reason why from the beginning you focus on authenticity, on being genuine, letting people know who you are,
right?
Letting them know your true self and how you speak, how you do things, so that when Kanye is a great example.
Oh, I love.
We know Kanye, so when Kanye do crazy things, we understand his supporters, the people that rock with Kanye, what they're gonna say. Kanye being Kanye again.
Yeah. But also, I love how Kanye has such a clean slate. Because listen, you think Adidas never dug?
Yeah.
Adidas dug deep.
Probably did, yeah.
Listen, they have their mafias. They were like, get any dirt you can get on that man. We want to mess up his name even more. And they didn't come up with anything. Instead, Kanye was the one telling on them. So I think he's a great example.
Yeah.
And because when they failed to come up with dirt on him, then they said, oh, he's crazy. They had to say something to discredit him, right?
Yeah.
But the honest fact is that his slate was pretty clean.
Pretty clean.
Besides being married to an influencer.
Yes, and that's why it's very important to stay clean, especially the higher you go. You gotta stay clean.
And the thing is, with him, he's told on himself.
Yes.
The wrong things that he's done. Like he's told on himself on how Hollywood was trying to buy his soul. He's told on himself how he had to make certain sacrifices, pray to certain
and who was
things.
this?
Kanye,
yes.
That's the problem with Kanye. That's why they don't trust him anymore, because he talks a lot.
Yeah,
What's that song again? From the one that you used to sing in the neighborhood?
You talk too much.
Shut up. You talk too much. Who sings that song?
I don't know, baby. I think that's a song that we just made up.
Too much. You never shut. How does it go again?
You talk too much and you never shut up.
And then
you talk too much and you never.
I'm sure that there's more lyrics to
it
that.
is. I just don't remember, baby. We just said that years ago.
Anyways.
It was but here's the thing. It goes back. Another great example too that I like is LeBron James. He building. He really don't got no dirt right now. Allegedly, we don't know if he have any dirt, but they can't find on him because.
I think everybody should just play the Kanye West card.
You have
Tell
to.
on yourself.
That's what I'm telling yourself.
Because once you've told
Be
on yourself,
open.
then people can't hold it against
They
you.
can't because I already said it. Like, if I got dirt on myself, I'm going to tell you ahead of time so that if it come up,
people are like, we know already.
We already know already. It's like the most of like, we already know already.
What's new?
What's new? So when you're trying to hide things, if you got dirt on you and trying to hide things, then it's even worse. But when you don't have, but the thing is to stay clean, especially the higher you go, you want to stay clean. Especially as black men and women, we definitely got to stay clean because we the number. I mean. They always trying to make it look bad. They always try, like, come on, Diddy, when they raid his house. Come on, show his children getting locked up, having handcuffs. Come on.
I don't care what they did.
But if it was the other race, they still teens or whatever. But if it was like somebody else, there's people that's billionaires and millionaires that go through things similar to trafficking and all this kind of stuff. But you don't see them on TV like that.
I don't know because they're not famous.
You don't even see them like that. No, they famous. They got money though.
Anyway, let's move on.
They got money though. But that's why we have to be clean. We, especially as black men and black women. And another thing too, black people, we got to stop tearing each other down. If the person did it, they did it. The Lord, what's the Bible said, what's coming to the dark, always going to come to the light. And so if a person is wrong, they did something, then they're going to get they just do in the courts by the law. But we
but not
can't
all the time.
You
know why? Because I'm looking at like this because I'm from Africa, right? So I can only reference Africa, not only but mostly Africa. Most of these pastors in Africa who are in these cults that are making them sleep with virgins or married women or do all these crazy things to church members. Some of them, they don't even get punished for it, So sometimes people don't even trust the justice system anymore because the justice system has failed them so many times. So that's why some people choose to take things, the law into their hands, which we don't agree with. but you understand why they do that.
Yeah.
Because sometimes the justice system either takes too long, or it just does not do justice, or pay the sins for the people that have been hurt.
Yeah, I agree.
And putting somebody in jail, how does it help after having left hundreds of people with trauma?
Yeah.
Like Diddy is got a trail of people that is left with trauma.
Yes, a lot. And that's the sad part is, and not knowing that, whatever you've done, it's going to come back to the light. And so and this is why now you got people that's talking about it. People like Mace, people like 50 Cent. Talking. Yeah, all these people talking about it because like Diddy done wrong to a whole lot of people, and they like, yo, now you just getting what you deserve for doing wrong.
I feel sorry for him, but I don't feel sorry for him.
You're right. I feel sorry, but I don't, especially if he done it. And we know he done wrong to a lot of artists.
A lot of people cannot say the same thing. They say where there's smoke, there's fire.
Yeah, where there's smoke, there's fire, yes.
So many people say the same thing, and it's a lie.
Yeah. Because even like with the Tupac death, a lot of people blame Diddy for the Tupac death. And you never know because, look what happened is once Tupac and Biggie passed away, once they were out of the way.
Became big.
No, not just Diddy, but you had Jay-Z and you had all the rest of them.
And Jay-Z and Diddy.
Yeah. So where there's smoke, where there's fire.
So that makes me wonder.
That's why he's staying in the back. He like,
And it makes
he ain't saying anything.
And then it makes me wonder that what do they have on him?
Oh.
Because since they
and also too,
that's what I'm feeling.
Okay.
We're still gonna see things happening. Like,
yes.
We just have to sit down and take notes right now.
And here's the thing. Also, he had to be careful too about that because another thing, he have a lot of dirt on people. So that's
what I'm saying. That's what I'm feeling, which means the videos are still gonna, receipts are gonna come out.
So he got to be careful with his life.
They after Diddy right now, I'm sure.
They could be.
Because with all that after the raid, because I don't care how much deleting you can do, the cloud will always tell on you. That's why we're saying be careful what you put out there.
Yeah.
Be careful what you record because there's always trace and track somehow. And Diddy had cameras all over his house.
Yes, all over his house.
Which means all the shenanigans that are happening in his house.
Yes.
He's got receipts.
He got receipts, yeah.
On you and you and you and you.
Yeah.
Who'd think that, nobody saw. They were secret cameras.
Yes.
So he knows everything about you. Your nakedness. Etc. It's about to get nasty.
Yes, it's about getting nasty.
It's about to get nasty.
Yes.
So let's talk about how, vision as your compass, how we can use the vision as our compass to avoid these traps.
Pitfalls.
Traps,
distractions.
Right. We spoke about visionary vibes. One of our podcasts, and how it's so important to have an unshakable vision in leading up your life. So when
that what got us.
You don't have to finish my sentences.
Okay.
When leading up to now you're successful, etc. And these distractions are coming in because they will come.
Temptations.
The Bible even tells us that, even Jesus himself was taken by the enemy and tempted him and showed him what belonged to Jesus.
Yes.
Because these things are all ours already.
Yes, it is.
But then the enemy was like, you can have all this. And Jesus was like, dude, it is written, I know the word. I am the word. Hello.
Hello.
All of this is mine anywho. But we get confused because we don't know our word. We
don't know. Yeah,
Second
that's
of
so
all,
true.
we want shortcuts.
Shortcuts.
We want the easy way out.
Yes.
We want things to happen
right away.
Because we are a microwave generation. And so we feel like if it doesn't happen for me now, then it will never happen, or I can't wait, because we've become in a very impatient society,
yes.
Right? So, and then because of all that, because we have the microwave and popcorn society, then of course we're gonna be trapped into certain things because the enemy is watching and knows what we like, and he's gonna offer these things to us. Why do we have Illuminati? because people want shortcuts.
Yes, they want
you know.
And he said, I know what they want.
Why do we have sangomas? Why? Which doctors? Sangomas? Why do we have Uktwala?
Okay. What?
Uktwala means going dipping into. I don't even know why I'm whispering.
Yeah, man.
Dipping into the dark side.
Yeah.
For
And you
riches-
experienced
for
that
riches
too.
and wealth.
You experienced that
How do I witness it?
on your job.
No, but that was
I know.
witchcraft, but
No,
it was
I
not
know.
Uktwala. Don't tell people that I'm telling elbow.
But I'm saying you experienced people just doing witchcraft on you
Yeah, but
because they didn't want you to be there no more.
no, but Uktwala is different. Uktwala is when you yourself tap into
Okay.
the dark side.
Yes.
to
No,
get-
you didn't do that.
to get
No.
riches and fame, and some people end up taking lives of their family members
Mm.
because they say if you kill like a close family, a person that means
Mm-hmm.
something to you. So that's why even it's happening even in Hollywood, where you see most successful people, their most closest family members, they die,
Mm.
and you hear, oh, they sacrificed this person, you know. So it doesn't only happen in Africa. It happens everywhere.
All over, yeah. All over.
And I guess that's how the enemy works, because remember, he duplicates what God did. God said, he gave up his only begotten son. So something that means everything to him, he gave it up for us.
Yes.
Right. So the enemy twists it around and say, okay, you give up your mother, you give up your child, you give up your husband, you give up your wife in exchange for riches and wealth. But the sad part, the debt does not ever end. You have to keep paying, because
Yes.
they say that
Yeah,
the debt
yeah.
of the dark side expires. It doesn't end. You have to keep sacrificing.
Yes.
This thing gets hungry ever so often. It needs to be fed. And then you wake up one day, you all by yourself.
Yeah.
You know, there's nobody around you because you've sacrificed all of them.
Yeah.
Jesus, help
Yeah.
us.
And so.
Jesus, help us.
And this is why I say I like the part vision as your campus, like knowing what do you want out of life,
Right.
where you want to go, and how much it would take, what it would take you to get there,
Right.
you know, so that you're able to count up the course. When you're able to know the course of you today, how much it costs for you to live today, and then you know how much what you want to achieve, because you got to understand when you have a vision, you don't need $1 million. You know, if you when you know, okay, because your vision might don't cost you $1 million. It might don't cost you $1 billion. So this is why you want to have a vision, so that you're able to map out how much do I need to accomplish my vision. Because if you don't need $1 billion, so to complete your vision, you're able to focus on the things, and now you don't have to do things to complete the vision. Right. You're able to accomplish your vision, because and so we big on vision, knowing where you want to go, what you want to do, so that you can begin to count up the course, so you can begin to map out a plan of how to get there, so that you can stay true to the course. Yeah.
So just staying true to your unique vision, because you touched on vision, and ignoring pressures or conforming. The Bible reminds us that let's not conform to
this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind.
Thank you, Pastor. Because if we conform, then of course we're going to have to do things that will be against our principles and morals. Because most of the things that we said out there, so in most cases, I'm not saying in all cases, in most cases, when you're up there, you're going to have to step on certain toes. You're going to have to push down certain people in order for you to climb.
If you do it the wrong way.
Exactly. Well, the fast way.
The fast way, yes. But if you have a vision, a plan, and you stick it to it, and this is why we say brick by brick by brick. Because if you go up slowly, it might take a little time. We always say Rome wasn't built in a day. It might take time to get there, but eventually you will get there. And guess what? And by you going, you focus on your vision and not getting distracted on what's going on around you, and not allowing to be conformed to this world, like the fast money, the cars, the houses, all the different things. They tell you do this and you'll get this,
Let me tell you.
Okay, you got another story.
About Uktwala.
Okay.
Like
Uktwala.
when you're going on the other side.
Yes.
And getting that power to become wealthy.
Mm-hmm.
I've already mentioned that they make you sacrifice close people that really mean something to you, so that you're exchanging something for something, right? These people, the wealth that you get becomes so major, depending on the severity of your sacrifice. It becomes so major that when they die, unfortunately, they everything vanishes. So what is the point? Like the Bible says, what is
To gain the whole world and lose your soul?
yes. Because now you've gained the whole world, you've become this wealthy person that we respect and envy and whatnot, but you're not leaving no legacy.
Yeah.
This is just for you. And that's what we see, is that let us be careful of this popcorn or this microwave success, because
Instant gratification.
right, because we don't become legacy
Legacy builders.
creators and builders. Yes.
Yeah.
It's only for selfish gain. The fact that you're sacrificing people in your family just because you want their star and just because
You
want
might
their
don't want to
destiny.
struggle no more for that time period. And if it's not a struggle, then is it worth it? Because, like I said, anything worth having, there's going to be struggle. There's going to be pain. Everyone that or a lot of business people that made it, they had a lot of struggle. Look at the Colonel. He struggled for 63 years to get to where he needed to go to. 63 years, he probably could have easily sold himself out. He could have easily probably did things or whatever. But he stuck to his vision. He stayed true to himself and said, I believe in myself, and so I'm gonna keep working until I find the right people or the right recipe, and I'm gonna keep going. He could have easily accepted money or whatever, or probably did, but nobody didn't believe him. So this is why when you have a vision, you just keep building and just keep going and just keep going. And eventually, if you keep doing it the right way, before you know it, one day you're gonna hit that. You're gonna hit the right spot.
You're gonna hit the gold.
You're gonna hit the gold. You're gonna hit the one day. You're gonna hit that right spot with the brick is at. You're gonna hit it. And boom, it's gonna open up. It's gonna blow up. So but when you keep doing it brick by brick by brick, and you stay focused on your vision, and regardless if it take you 1 year, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years,
but you're doing it with integrity.
Yes.
And you know that your slate is clean.
Yes, yes.
Your armpits are smelling good.
It's smelling good. Yes. Yes, it's smelling good. Yes.
Yay. It's really not worth it, because these people, they don't have peace.
No, they don't have peace.
You can't sleep at night because you have to practice certain rituals as well. Do certain things that. Let's look at Diddy's issue. It's about time. Let's look. Let's because a lot has been happening. A lot, and these allegations have been coming out almost every day. For the last couple of months. But of course, because there wasn't something tangible, because I'm sure the investigation had already started.
Yeah,
we couldn't say anything, and yes, even now we have to say allegedly, because he has not been proven guilty in the court of law. Up until then we always have to say allegedly, because we don't want to be sued. And we look at Diddy's issue, how he became Love. He changed his name again.
I know. And it could have been all. And you never know. He could have did that on purpose because he knew probably the heat was coming. So maybe he's trying to get people on his side.
Change?
Maybe he's trying to get people on his side. I'm love people and forgive people, all that kind of stuff. You never know. You never know.
He's changed his name so many times as well. So we don't take this love story. Anyways. So Mr. Sean Combs, it's sad. Because we pro-black, especially in this podcast. We love all people, but we also, we're very pro-black because we want to see black people also win.
Yeah, win. Yeah.
So it's sad to actually see another fellow black person, especially one of a few billionaires that we have.
Yes.
lose his status, because he's gonna lose his status.
Yeah.
He's gonna have to
He
spend
sold some of his companies.
already,
Yeah, he sold Revolt. Yeah, he sold. Yeah.
and he's
Yeah.
still gonna have to keep selling because those attorney fees, whew, he's gonna be paying. And now because I think the biggest thing was when that lady came out. Is it a lady?
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Cassidy.
he paid her off.
Yeah.
That was a red flag
Cassidy.
on his own, where
Yeah.
he was like, you know what, I'm guilty. Let me just shut her up.
Yeah.
And you think the others won't come out and want that money?
Yeah. When the feds come out, you get something.
That's when
you
the
know,
dominoes
they got
falling.
something on you. When they come out, they got something on you. But
But also, I mean, him paying the person off, that was just a red flag. Everybody
Yeah.
saw that, he's guilty.
yeah,
He can deny it all he wants. Why would I pay somebody off when I know that it's not the truth? And that's what gave the rest of the people ammunition to come out and say, hey, if they get such a nice settlement, I want that money too, because I was also, assaulted by this person. I also went through a lot of shit with this person. So listen,
if you're gonna give Hunter money, you gotta give me.
right? And now we're seeing the dancers come out. We're seeing collaborators come. We're seeing people just coming out of the woodwork and claiming that he did it to me. It's like a whole Diddy Me Too movement all over again.
Diddy Me Too movement.
I'm telling you, we should just hashtag Diddy Me Too movement.
Diddy. And no, this is the thing right now. Say no Diddy. No Diddy.
I'm telling you. So how can we learn from Diddy's situation though, besides just jokes and everything?
That's not a joke, man.
I'm just saying, what's the takeaway? What's the lessons learned from that? Because I like, when things like this happen, I like to learn from
Yes,
them
me
instead of
too.
just
Yes,
laughing
yes,
it
yeah.
out
That's what it was
or just
about.
highlighting.
Yes.
Because people already know it's all over social media, but what can we learn as a people?
Because that's what we're about with the podcast. We like educating, we like learning, we like growing. But, if we're not growing, then we're not accomplishing anything. Or we, so it's about growth.
Yeah.
And what we can learn about the situation is be clean. Don't allow them to
Try to the best of your ability.
Yes, try your best of your ability
do
to do things the right way, to be clean. Because as a black man or woman, again, we're gonna get harder on whip because so it's very important that we stay, because they want to tear us down and we giving them a reason to tear us down.
Them?
Who's them? I don't want to say that.
I say it's a system.
Yeah, the system. Yes, the system.
Because that's what the system
Yeah,
is.
it does. We're giving them a reason to tear us down even more, and this could be a black hole on black race, on black culture. Because like I said, he was one individual that was a billionaire. That could have done a lot for black people,
But instead, he threw freak parties.
And when I look at him, and then
his parties apparently were called freak parties.
I know, yeah, and then that's the thing. They said there was a party, but there was also a party inside the party, in the mansion party. So you gotta be careful in the mansion parties.
And if you called into those VVIP
them rooms,
you better know it.
They got different doors, and you go one door, you go just one thing, and
sometimes a lot of money can be a curse. Honestly,
it can be,
because now there's so much money, you just don't know what to do with it. You end up doing crazy things.
Yeah.
Instead of being a philanthropist and helping people who are less off, and who just need.
Yeah, but what I want to think about, like with Diddy and then Bill Cosby, another one, so these things,
And the sad part is, it's always sexual, right?
Yes, I know, right?
Like even these pastors in Africa, it has something to do with ugans.
Ugans?
Num num.
Num num.
Bedroom instruments.
Best bedroom instruments, yes.
Always.
Or drugs.
Or drugs. But could drugs go hand in hand with bedroom instruments?
Yes. Drug them up.
So it's just sad as a black.
Yes, and black people. Well. So we got it's as we for success, we for growth, we for growth, we for building, we for climbing the ladder. But doing things the right way. Even like with the interview that we done with the young lady. That's the actress. where she climbed the ladder. She said, yeah, she could have did a lot of things, but she chose not to. You know, it took a little longer, and that's what's gonna happen when you're doing things the right way. It might take you a little longer because
But eventually, those doors will open.
yeah, eventually those doors don't open. But guess what? Because you've done things the right way, and it might took you a little longer to get there. But guess what? When you get there, you're like, man, you feel so relieved. Cause like I didn't have to do that.
And you can stand up and say it's a testimony for real.
Yeah, like
you have all these people saying, "Oh, God just did liar." You know what's called a couch interview?
no.
You had a couch interview, or you had a bedroom interview.
Okay.
You know, where you don't have to even open up your mouth; you have to open up
your legs.
So most people get up the ladder that way.
Yes, most people get up the ladder that way. Yes.
Let's not say most. Let's just say some.
Some.
Because I think it's a handful of people.
Yeah, it's a handful. Yeah.
You know, and majority of the people really work their way.
Yeah.
You know, so how do we? What are we learning besides keeping your slate clean? Just
do things with integrity. Stay
also
true to
remember
yourself. Be
remember,
real. Be authentic.
Yes, and remember your timing will come.
Yes, your timing. Yes, don't rush the process.
Yeah.
But we always say,
and sell your soul.
Yes, we say put the process on the pedestal. You know, because eventually you will get there if you build. You know, do things the right way. And I look at with myself. You know, going back to school, learning. Because you know, last time when you know how to do different things, you know how to move, you know how to shake and things like that. You know how to do things the right way. You know how to get endorsements the right way. You know how to get grants the right way. Why? Because you educated. You have the knowledge to do it. So you don't have to depend on nobody else to show you the ropes or the game, because you do have a basic understanding. This is why we like education. This is why we like learning and developing yourself and reading books and doing things like that. So that you have a basic understanding. Because when you don't know, they said you pay for ignorance, right?
Oh, absolutely.
You pay for ignorance, right?
1,000%.
And so what happened? And when you don't know how to do things, then guess what? Now you're gonna depend on something, and now you're in their hands. Whatever they tell you to do, because they know, you want this, you want this, you're gonna have to do this for me. And so that's what we're saying.
Yeah. So like let's just be careful how we climb our ladders. You know, yes, sometimes you look at your age and you think, will I ever get there? Will I ever make it? The truth of the matter is, yes, you can.
Yes, you can.
Just be patient with the process. Trust the process. Trust your God that He will take you to the next step. He'll bring destiny helpers your way. And before you know it, you will ask yourself, how did I get there? But guess what? You can always testify and say, God did it.
God did it.
Because you did not compromise. You know, most people who come and testify and say, oh, God bless me. Meanwhile, they know that they had a bedroom
experience
interview.
A bedroom interview.
But those people, their conscience will never be clear.
Men do it too.
Of course. What? Even pastors, I'm telling you. Nobody
Men do it too.
Nobody's safe.
No one's safe. Like with the thing, they say, you know, men was going in with the Diddy situation. So
with the Diddy situation, which was men on men.
Men on men, yeah. A lot of some of these men.
And that thing crushes your soul when you're really not into it. You know, because now you're being forced. You're being told, if you don't do this, then you're not going to join the club. And you're looking at this, if
you want $1 million, you got to, you know.
Right, and you're looking at this like, you know what? It won't hurt just once.
Yes.
And the sad part is that the just once is never just once.
It's not just once.
In the darker side of things, you will always be paying. Like what I said earlier, the debt never stops. You know, the enemy wants you down and out. He doesn't want to see you shining. And that's why Diddy's coming down now. Because you'll not always be in the pedestal. He will find a way to bring you down. Okay? He enjoyed all these days. Oh, we were dancing to his music and everything. I can just hear it in my ears right now. Okay. Let's
Can't hold me down. Can't hold.
Whatever the song was.
But the thing is, though, they say money, power, respect. Or another one, you know, more money, more problems. So the more money you have, the more problems you're going to have. So that's why you got to be careful with that, too. And they sing, it's in the song. So the thing is, as you go higher, there's going to be more problems. You know,
Challenges.
the more challenges.
Every elevation comes with its challenges,
Yes.
but you have to be prepared for that.
Yes, you gotta be prepared.
That's why we should not do shortcuts, because the shortcuts they
yes.
prevent us from learning
Learning
on how
is
to
key.
handle the next level.
Yes.
So when we suppress certain steps, we were in step 1 and we want to go to step 10. The lessons that were learned from step 2 to step 9, you've missed them.
You missed them. Yes.
Now, when you get to step 10 without learning step 2 and step 9, then it's easy for you to fall because you don't know how to.
You don't know how to
step
handle it.
10.
Yes. Yes.
You know, so as hard as it is, and it may look right now in your life, but just think of the fact that whenever you're going through a trial and tribulation and hard times, it's your learning journey. It's that's how you get prepared for the next level. Because every level have its own demons.
Yes.
It has its own challenges. But if you don't know how to overcome the challenges that previously, how will you overcome the challenges of the next level? You know, that's why there's the testing that happens as well.
Yes.
And the beautiful thing that if it comes from God, He's already weighed it. That since I cannot handle this, is too heavy for her right now. Let me try and teach her and shape her character.
Yes.
And build her so that she's able to, when this comes, because it will come at that level, she's able to know how to handle it and to deal with
and that's
it.
why you don't want to despise small beginnings. You know, so it's very important because you know.
Let's not rush to be the TD Jakes of this world.
Yes.
Because TD Jakes.
Another one.
Another one. TD. Oprah Winfrey.
Another one.
Let me keep quiet.
But here's the thing. But that's why I said don't despise small beginnings, because like I love it because we quote the scripture multiple times. It was good that I was afflicted so I can learn. So if you're skipping your affliction, you're skipping steps, you're skipping the afflictions to learn something that's for the next battle. Because like you say, for each battle there's a higher devil. So if you skip devil 1 and you went to devil 2, devil 10, if you missed 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
So
and you get to 10, now it's gonna be overwhelming for you.
It's a monster.
It's a
that
monster.
you
Like
reach there.
what? Because you didn't defeat. You didn't defeat your lion. You didn't defeat your bear. You didn't defeat your willing. You didn't defeat none of this stuff. So when Goliath comes to you, how you gonna when the javelin is thrown at you, you dead meat. When the javelin when Saul, your own friend, trying to destroy you, how you gonna handle these things? Because you trying to skip all that. You trying to skip the line. Oh man, I can skip this one because I like that over there. So let me skip this. But that part is teaching you something to get to the next part.
Exactly.
I told you before, each bridge is taking you to the next bridge.
Absolutely.
Each opportunity is taking you to the next opportunity. And so if we skip steps, we missing an opportunity to learn.
Yeah.
We missing and this is why I love the masterminds. I love the boot camp. I love the training. I love that because it's giving me an opportunity to learn. So I went back to school so that I can learn more about business. I didn't want to skip steps. You know, I knew I had a nice vision. I had a big vision. And now the vision just expanded. I want to build a school. And so I use every opportunity as a learning tool so that I can know what to do. So I can build a better school. So I can build a better community, a better business. So I went back to school. I go to school so I can learn.
So on that note, we want to say, do join the mentorship program
Yes.
that we have.
We invite you,
in the next
yes.
opportunity window. We have a link at the bottom of this
In the description.
description box where you can learn more about our mentorship program. Listen, Coach LJ takes you through the whole thing from beginning to end. And if you come in blank, that's who we really like and want.
Yes.
With a blank canvas, because we can draw and make you the star that you're meant to be and reach your dreams. So do check us out. We'd love to talk to you, and you get coaching from the both of us. You get direct mentoring from the both of us. So you get two for the price of one. Isn't that gorgeous?
Yes. And you learn about business. You learn about leadership. You learn about management. You learn how to do all the different things. You learn about how to, get endorsements the right way, how to get sponsorship, how to set up things in the right way so that you don't have to sell your soul, do things. You're able to continue to do things with integrity, how to build your brand the right way. We teach you all this stuff because through trial and error, through our learning in school and education, we know how to do things the right way so that we're able to build slowly but surely. Yeah.
Absolutely. So, I know you came across a video not so long ago
my
on
God.
Will Smith.
It's so powerful.
And you're like, baby, you gotta watch this, you gotta listen to this. And I finally did. And here's the clip right now.
You just realize none of it can make you happy. Once you've bought everything you want, and there's literally nothing on earth else that you want to buy. I just wish that was a gift that everybody could have, because there's nothing that material can do to satisfy you. Right? It's like drinking salt water, right? Like you'll never get enough. You're just going to make yourself more and more thirsty. Right. I'm in that phase of my life that can actually be scary. When you realize that no relationship, that no money, that no kids, that there's literally nothing that can make you happy. That happy is an internal, full frontal contact with your dark night of the soul, and you reconcile that you got to make happy in here. You got to make happy in here with none of that stuff.
Damn.
You got to take happy to the people you love. You can't try to get it from them. And it's like you got to take happy to work. You're not going to get happy from work.
You got to take happy to work.
Yes.
Those are powerful lines where he's talking about, how material success does not equate to happiness and fulfillment. I beg to differ.
Because
I read the comment section. The comment section is popping in that video. And they were talking about, okay, these wealthy people, they're the first people to say this. Let me taste the money first, then I can say it too. It makes sense. Yes, money cannot buy
happiness.
No, it can't.
No, it cannot buy happiness.
Sure it can.
It can't buy happiness.
It cannot buy contentment. But happiness,
explain.
Like you can have so much money. Like he's saying, he's at a point where he's able to buy whatever he wants.
Yes, whatever you want. Yeah.
And he's now realized that, he's still not happy.
He's still not fulfilled.
He's still not fulfilled.
Self-actualizations.
He's still not completely fulfilled because he's realized that with all the material things that he has,
the wife, the kids, all that,
and just the material things, the properties, the cars, the bank balance, you name it, he's still not satisfied. There's that's something that's missing. And hence that's why most successful people do philanthropic work where they're able to give back to less fortunate people. And most of them, that's how they get the satisfaction, right? So I'm saying that he's accurate in his way because he's tasted that life. He's tasted the money. But I'm saying I don't 100% agree with that because I still feel that I rather struggle in a mansion, have that mental breakdown in my mansion instead of having the mental breakdown in a shack.
Yes.
That's just me. Because money does solve a lot of problems.
It solves a lot of problems.
And it makes a lot of things easier.
Yes.
Because most things, they need money.
Yes. Now, but here's the thing, though. You're right. It makes things easier, but that don't mean it's going to make you happy.
Yeah.
It's still internal work. It's still your happiness starts from the inside.
That's why you find even some people who are poor who are still very happy.
Yes, you're right.
So
and that's the thing. How you handle it. Yeah. So you got people that don't have it and living a happy life. Why? Because they happy on the inside. It's within. It's how you make you feel, how you feel on the inside. And to me, as a Christian, the best happiness and fulfillment is when you're in Christ. Because
you can have all the wealth in the world, but if you have no Christ, then that wealth doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
That's how we see it as
That's
Christians.
how we see it as Christians. You know, you can have all the money in the world, but if you're not in Christ, then you're not complete. You're still missing a void.
Hence, that's why I'm saying he's not 100% correct, because probably if he gets Jesus, things might
it might change.
be
Yes,
different.
yeah, it might
With
be.
all that money,
you're right. Yeah.
It might just be different.
You're right. If he had Jesus on the inside, he'd probably be with the money. Because now, what's going to happen is now the Lord going to show him what he could do with the money to fulfill,
to get that fulfillment.
And so another thing too, right? And what he need to do is he need to find that stuff. What's his purpose? What's his reason for living? Okay, you found out. Okay, you got this. Okay, now you need to realize what is your purpose? Why are you here? And then go fulfill that. Because now once you realize and you start, because I know my purpose, I love impacting people. That's why I want to build a school. I love that. So I get great joy when I see young people doing great and doing good. I get great satisfaction. So when I see a young person, when I'm encouraging young people, or when I'm encouraging anyone, even the children or people in the next opportunity window, I get great satisfaction because I'm like, yo, they are growing, they are doing something. So yeah, that gives me great joy. But so if you don't have happiness or fulfillment, one, could be an invitation. If you don't know Christ, definitely get Christ in your life. And another one is find your purpose. Get a strong vision, get a why, have a dream of what you want to accomplish in your life, and you will be fulfilled.
But the thing is, with Will Smith, he's already achieved that.
Yeah.
His purpose was to
purpose.
entertain as well.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
He's reached the pinnacle of his career, but he still says that even with all that,
maybe that wasn't his true happiness or true purpose.
No, people can have multiple purposes.
Yeah, they sure can. It can change. He did. He completed one purpose, and entertaining people. He enjoyed it. He liked doing it, and now he at another level where. So you gotta. This is the thing. You gotta find another purpose.
Did you hear that Bad Boys is coming back?
Who? Yeah, Bad Boys.
I'm so excited. What
Bad
you gonna
Boys.
do?
When they come
What you
for
gonna
you.
do? So moving on. So the thing is, the inner journey, we must really embark into making sure that all this clutter we deal with.
Yes,
you know, because it's
inside. It's the soul. It's the inner work. Yes, it's an inner work. It's an inner work.
Go to therapy.
Yeah, go to therapy.
To find that contentment.
Yeah, so you got.
If that's what it
That was powerful though, because you got to realize, okay, and this is what I said earlier. Knowing your vision, what do you need to get to accomplish your vision? What do you need? What do you need to survive and to live? How much it costs you? When you understand how much it costs you, even today you can start get a pen and pad. You calculate how much it costs you to live today, and how much do it cost you to live 10 years from now?
Inflation.
Now, how do you want to live? But you could get a basic concept. Okay, of the prices today, and then you maybe have to times it by 2 or by 3 because you don't know about inflation. So
by 50 at this rate.
So you could time. So you could look at the prices today, and then just times it by 2. Sound about 2. So if you want to be in that $10,000 home, you say, okay, 10 years from now it might be $50,000
home.
Yeah,
10,000.
Yeah, monthly mortgage.
Monthly mortgage. What kind of house is that?
Yeah, $10,000 mortgage. So you want to be in that $10,000 mortgage, right? So okay, 10 years from now it might be like $20,000 a month. So you doing the cost analysis. You're doing the cost analysis of where you want to be so that you can be reverse engineer and you can be working towards it. Even if you gotta, a lot of times you have the budget, you have to, live below your means because again, you don't need to make $1 million to be happy. You can make $50,000 and still live within your means
and work 2 jobs.
No way. And be happy. But I'm saying.
No. But I'm not gonna agree with poverty.
But you can't make.
We want the
But
seven
no,
figures.
you can't make
No.
$100,000 and still be happy though. But here's the thing too. I think to live comfortably, I think
Also depends where you are.
where you are
living.
to live comfortably, $300,000 might be good to live comfortably.
Depending where you are.
Where you are, $300,000.
In New York,
New
in
Jersey, you might need
California,
500,000.
300 doesn't cut it.
You might need 500,000.
Let's move on.
But 300. But you to live comfortably, to still enjoy life, do some things. $300,000 might be good, but it depends what you want, how you want. That's why we say, you got to have a vision. But while you're building your vision and while you're accomplishing goals, you want to stay true to yourself, stay authentic, be real, let people know your true self and who you are and things like that. So that when you make a mistake, because we neither one of us is perfect, they can give you grace. And that's what it's about. It's about giving grace.
I mean, you all need grace, whether you good or bad, because
Yes.
we're humans.
We're human, yeah.
So we're
And so like
going to
even-
have mishaps.
Even P. Diddy, we got to learn how to give him grace.
Well, let the Lord take its course.
But still, we got to give him grace.
Yeah,
He's I look at he's a brother, so he made some mistakes. So I think we got
Let the Lord take its course. Let's move on. Ethical elevation.
Yes.
It's more important today in crafting a blueprint for achieving success without compromising your values and integrity. Why is that? Because social media and AI and is watching. So right now your mishap can catch fire very quickly. Yeah. So how can we as chaplain chillers now preserve our essence in an industry often criticized for the lack of moral compass? Because we know we have a lot of younger brothers and sisters who still look up to these people, and hence that is why we have a growing number of social influencers now. These kids want to be influencers and not want to have a career.
Yes.
Why? Because they've seen that you can go to school for 15 years and still be broke.
And still be broke. And I can be an influencer.
For
and
2 months.
For 2 months.
And be a millionaire.
Yeah, and that's what they say. And not knowing that even being an influencer is not like an overnight success. And
Some people get that overnight success.
And another thing too, even if you get it, if you don't have a blueprint, if you don't know, like you said, because you skip steps because you don't want to get the career, you don't want to get the education.
You don't have to nowadays. Remember?
But you got boot camps, you got training.
But you don't have to.
What?
So do all that.
Do all what?
The boot camps and the trainings. You can be because it's really by
yes,
chance.
but
Sometimes it's just by chance.
Yes, but you're not getting it. But here's the thing. Let's say you become an influencer and you have the success because you skip steps. You don't know how to do certain things. Then guess what? You could lose it too.
Right.
Because why? You don't know what's the next part. Remember I told you, like, one of the main reason why is people fell in businesses is not because they didn't have no money. It's because they wasn't business savvy. Right. And if you're not business savvy, yes, because the influence is a business. And so if you don't understand business, you're gonna if what happened when you get the success? You get the $1 million contract, but if you don't know how to sign, you don't know nothing about contracts.
And that's why it's important.
You don't know how to distribute or whatever.
And that's why it's important to ensure that you align with the right people.
Yes.
As you climb up.
Right people.
That will show you integrity. That will tell you, we don't move like that here. Because if you're trying to move in a certain way with a clean slate, then if you hang out with the wrong crowd, guess what? You might end up doing what the wrong crowd is doing. They say birds of the same flock.
Birds of the feather flock together.
Say birds of the. You see, he messed up my quotation. Birds of the same flock, same feathers flock together.
Flock together, yeah.
So, giving back would be another thing that people could do, and I think we touched on that already. That use your platform to do good, to spread positiveness, like you said, so that people can be graceful to you. Should something happen, they say, "Hey, he's done so much good. Why are you looking at only the bad?" I don't think of one thing that Diddy really did. I've never heard of any charity things that he's done. Maybe he doesn't publicize them, or maybe because I don't follow him like that. But it makes you question. Okay, remain authentic to yourself and to the course that you're doing.
Yes, transparency.
Transparency is key because if you're trying to be somebody, if you wanna be somebody, Chaplain Chillers, that's a wrap for
That's a wrap on
today's
today.
episode.
Yes.
We're chilling with the Chaplains. We hope that you found that inspirational and valuable, and you now can just move gracefully in your path to success, and by crossing over
Down every I
and
crossing every T.
yes, and staying true to what matters the most.
Or should be crossing every T and dotting every I.
I just went along with what he said.
It's the opposite. Crossing every T and dotting every I.
Yeah, because you crossed the T.
Yes, and you dot the I.
So remember, it's not just about your destination, but it's the integrity of that journey.
Yes.
Because there's no point in you being successful and then you leaving dirty footprints behind you. You know, or leaving a bad smell behind you. You want to get to success, and we envy and we say, we'd love to be like Caesar, we'd love to be like Leonard, we'd love to be like whatever your name is. But at least we know that your journey,
It's your journey.
besides being your journey, it can be a blueprint. You can't have a blueprint of somebody who's dug into dirt.
You're right. I don't want to follow that. I
But
don't
the
want to
things
follow
people
that.
don't know
Yes.
until they start digging, you know. So keep your vision sharp and your values even sharper, and success will eventually follow. Let's be patient.
Yes.
gonna
Patience.
come.
It's a virtue. They
Yeah.
said patience is a virtue.
So thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to do the right thing, because subscribing is for free.
Yes.
Liking
Mahala.
is mahala. Liking is for free. Commenting below and telling us your views is for free.
It's for free. But it might be a little extra work though, you know. We
No,
understand that.
commenting is for free.
Hey, but you got to put some thought to it.
But thinking is for free. And also, we'd like to know where you're watching from, which country you
Yes.
are watching from, because we have seen through our analytics that over 86% of you guys watch us and have not subscribed. You don't even like the videos. You don't even comment. What are you waiting for?
What are you waiting
It's
on?
all for free.
Free.
Thank you for doing so, and if you have done so, thank you. We appreciate it, because it helps us to spread this
Yes,
positive
spread this
content,
message, yes.
this empowering content to more people. So until next time, we want to say stay tuned,
Stay elevated.
stay true to yourself as always, and keep
Chilling. We'd like to invite you inside the next opportunity window. You're welcome to join the community. We do have a book club coming out this month, the third Saturday in April, the third Saturday, and we will be going over the art of focus. So join the community. We invite you to take part and to learn with us and to get coaching, to network with like-minded individuals. And so, yeah, go ahead.
next time.
If you enjoyed this episode, check out the next episode we have for you. And like we always sign off, deuces.
Take care.
Peace.